Okay, so Blazblue Chronophantasma is pretty much the wet dream of everybody that likes anime and fighters. This is the third iteration in the series following Continuum Shift, continuing the story from there. The three main stories are the 6 Heroes, Chronophantasma, and the Sector 7, each one focusing on different plot points. There's also additional stories involving retellings of the first two games, being Calamity Trigger and Continuum Shift, and then after that you have gag reels, which is pretty much just random shit.
What is the one thing that he can't ignore? Nice breasts. She means ass! Yes! Ass! We, the Blue Eyes, have uncovered this secret. An invaluable component of every woman's beauty is a flawless ass.
It must be the ass that got me like that. If it get any fatter, man, the rule gon' have to get at her.
Also exclusive to Extend, there is the side story involving Mai and friends. Oh, and by the way, Mai, that's not a chick, that's actually a dude. No, really, that's a guy. I'm not fucking with you.
I confess, it's puzzled me for quite some time how you can be so, boyish. What? You're cute and you have a great deal of potential. It would be such a waste. Thanks.
The story's really good if you can get invested in it. I mean, if you can't, then you're just gonna have more questions than answers. The story tends to jump around quite a bit, and it can be hard to follow when they're throwing out terms like Takamagahara and Murikumo units and other such things. There were actually a few points where I actually had to stop everything I was doing, stare at the paper cutouts on my screen very passionately, and go, what the fuck? But luckily, for those of us that get lost, we have Teach Me Miss Lychee, a basic story that will just go through the stories. Basically, it's just a good way to learn what is and terms in the story and blah. Teach Me Miss Lychee pretty much is the savior of lost children that just can't keep up with the story. Someone who wants to take in those children and show them the ropes, but then somewhere along the lines decides that it doesn't actually like children and then leaves them in the middle of an intersection where they have to dodge large amounts of stupid shit. Teach Me Miss Lychee is not bad, but if you really want to learn the game's story and terms, you're better off just going to the library. You can learn all you need to know there, or use Google. On an additional note, this game does feature both time travel and alternate worlds. And anybody that knows me knows my policy on time travel and alternate worlds.
Don't do it! Just don't do it!
This game looks pretty amazing. The menus are great, the 2D sprites are dead on gorgeous. The character portraits are freaking beautiful. It's great. The characters themselves vary, and there's a lot of them. This game has pretty much everything you can think of. Lolita vampires, furries, pole dancers, a fucked up science experiment, and the most feminine thing I have ever seen in a fighting game.
Oh my dear, of course. This is the perfect stage on which to sell my name to the world. Also, Carl will be mine.
This is an excellent fighting game from a fun perspective and a technical one. There are a bunch of characters, all of which play completely different and somehow still manage to be decently balanced. I'm actually pretty impressed. That being said, there are still some clear winners such as Valkenhayn and Kokonoe that can at times be a little bit too good. There are also a bunch of tactics that you can use to this game to your advantage and that you need to know if you want to be able to win online. It's things like RCing, whether you should burst or overdrive, depending on the situation of course. Oh, and yeah, the netcode in this game is like top tier as hell. I think these might actually have been some of the best like online matches in terms of being like not so laggy that I've ever had in my entire existence. Which is good because the online in this game is very, very hurtful to all those who are not ready for it. So, unless you want to be on the wrong side of a slaughterfest, you might want to consider doing the tutorial mode first. The tutorial mode will teach you all of the basic controls of the game, including basic movement all the way up to RCing and other important factors such as crush triggers and all that such. It also gives information on character specifics, what moves are supposed to be used in certain situations, and how the character is supposed to be played. Other modes that you can use for practice include Abyss Mode, a mode where you dive into the depths of despair as you fight increasingly difficult opponents and get upgrades. These upgrades are in the form of rewards that you get for beating opponents at the end of each round. Another fun mode is the good old Unlimited Mars, a mode where you fight unlimited versions of various characters in a completely unjustified unfair match in which your chances of winning are extremely low unless you're super hard ass. Let's not forget about Highlander Assault, a mode where you fight potatoes? I don't even know. You fight the big thing and then you try not to become a chew toy. Now, if fighting games intimidate you because you don't play them a lot and you don't know what the hell a DP is or what a 6D is, don't worry, there's a way for you to play too. It's called Stylish Mode. With Stylish Mode, it's pretty much easy button. There's one button that directly translates into, actually 3 buttons really, that translate into combos, one for all the special moves, so instead of doing like a quarter circle movement, you just press one button and you get a special. It's pretty convenient actually. A lot of people don't like Stylish Mode for obvious reasons, that it simplifies the game and gives people the ability to play without really having to put in the work that another person might have put in to use a character. But I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's actually pretty good. It allows casual people a way to play, and it allows you to get used to the playstyle of a character even if you don't know how to play them. Blazblue is an excellent fighter and delivers everything that a 2D fighter should. It has excellent music, a variety of characters, all of which play differently, and whether you're a completely casual scrub muffin or a technical beast, you'll still have fun playing the game, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, right? So I can safely score this game an 85. It was really good, really fun, and I will definitely be playing it a lot of times in the future. And I'll also be playing Central Fiction, whenever that gets released over here. So anyway, thanks for joining me. It's been JJ the Pro Gamer. Later.